Oye, esto es solo para los rumberos.
Hey guys, this is Kathy with the Raw Food Muscle, and today I'm going to show you how to do a raw cheesecake. This is my favorite recipe. It's really the only recipe I've made, so it's my favorite. But I don't know. I mean, once I find something I like, I constantly make it. So, and I'm, not much for changing things up and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, so what I have here is 2 cups of pecans in my food processor, and I've soaked them for about 6 to 8 hours. You want to get those enzyme inhibitors off of them, so you definitely want to soak your nuts. And then I have a ½ cup of soaked raisins, and the reason why I soaked the raisins was because the pecans were soaked. So I want them to kind of mix together nice and evenly. Whereas if the raisins were hard, they'd just be clumpy and wouldn't kind of mix together. So hopefully, saying that, it works out well. Stir this around, make sure it's looking good. Good stuff, good stuff. The raisins are incorporating well. Alright, that's it. And what I'm going to do is, you can put coconut flakes. A lot of people put coconut flakes on the bottom of their pan. This is a 9-inch springform pan that you usually make cheesecakes with. And I have this nice spray bottle that has olive oil in it. And I just use this olive oil instead of coconut flakes, because I'm not much for coconut flakes. Personal opinion. And all you're going to do is dump it out. I hear a little person coming, sneaking up, trying to help. Always have little helpers around here. I use help in a very broad term. It's more like, stop touching my stuff! You're messing it up! I'm trying to make this beautiful! And then all I'm going to do is, I'm probably just going to use my hands and pat it down, but we'll see how far I go. You just want to evenly distribute it around the pan. And you can get all professional with it if you want. You can get a little, want to cup out and really press it into the corners, but I'm not going to go there. This is for me and Mr. Raw Food Muscle, so I'm not that picky. I just want to eat it. And I actually served this to my family, and they aren't raw at all, and they liked it. They could tell the difference, that it wasn't, cheesecake, but they thought it was really good. This is a lemon. It has more of a lemony taste to it.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Gosh. Good looking out. I don't want somebody knifing themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to set this aside, and then I'm going to get all my ingredients together for the actual cheesecake. You can actually put this in the freezer for a little bit to harden a little bit, but, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to set it aside and do the rest of it. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back to do the cheesecake part. So I have 3 cups of cashews, and I soak them for over an hour. You want to do at least an hour. If you don't have like a heavy-duty blender, you may want to go like 2 hours so that they're really soft and they really, make a cheesy type consistency. Then what we have is a ½ cup of water. Let's see, 3/4 of a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. That's about 4 to 5 lemons, depending on how big your lemons are. I have 3/4 of a cup of coconut oil, 3/4 of a cup of raw honey, and we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a ½ teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. So let's get going, all right? Do the water and the lemon juice. Yummy. And the coconut oil. The coconut oil, I just kind of stuck it in some warm water, like this thing over some warm water so that it would melt. It's just easier that way. And I'm going to do the honey last because that one's going to be real sticky. Oh, let me do this first because I need to use the same spoon. So I got my half a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. And this is not my recipe, just so you know. I did not make this recipe myself. I saw it on YouTube from a couple people, and I'm not sure who originated this recipe, but it's really good. Whoever did it, it's yummy. The crust is actually Mr. Raw Food created that one because we didn't really like the macadamia nut crust, or I think there was also what was it? Oh, I'm trying to think. Almond nut crust, and we were just wanting something a little more sweeter with this. So he came up with the pecan, which turns out really, really nice with this recipe.
Tell him about my pecan pie.
Ooh. Now that's good stuff. You made a pecan pie? Oh my goodness gracious. That was just like heaven. See? Even he said. Alright, so I think I got everything in there. And then what I'm going to do is put my top on. Do I have my top? Is it here?
Hang on, I got it.
We've been like losing our tops lately. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you, we're just not together. Alright, so I think I'm going to put it on fondue. Huh? Alright, let's try that out. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So this is the consistency. It's kind of a pudding-like consistency. And let's give it a little taste, shall we? Oh my god. This is so good. I can just sit here and just eat this. I don't even care if it turns out to be a cheesecake in a cheesecake form. I just want to eat it. It is so yummy. I mean, look at that. It looks like cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so I'm just going to spread it around. And then what you want to do, I'm just going to have a little bite. Man, that's good. You want to kind of shake it around. And what you want to do is you want to tap it, or wrap it, whichever way you want to call it. People say different things. What you're trying to do is get all the air bubbles out. And I'd sit and do this for a little bit. Because you don't want air bubbles in your stuff. You want it really nice and solid. And then we're going to stick it in the freezer for, I don't know, like 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes I've left it overnight by accident. But that's just me, right? You know? Alright guys, it's morning time, and this is the final product. Look, it's hard. It looks like cheesecake. Alright, so I'm going to pop the spring on it and let it fall. And hopefully it'll come out decent.
Wow. Check that out.
I'm going to have to eat that little piece. Alright. So, okay. So I'm going to make a strawberry sauce. I don't usually do this, but for you guys, I'm just going to do it, alright? I usually just eat the thing, okay? I don't get fancy. I don't put dressings all over it, but for you guys, I'm going to do one. So I have a 12-ounce bag of organic strawberries. I put a little bit of honey in here, and we're going to whip up a little salt. And that's my son trying to get a little peek in the background.
He's bringing his chair up here. It's going to be all slick.
Alright. So, and I did let these dethaw a little bit. I probably could have let them dethaw even more. Yeah. But, tastes yummy.
Don't touch something, though.
Look at him. He's ready for a peek. So I have my little cake spatula. And look, I think I'm going to have to make it this big. Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? This will be a 2-person one. Alright. Then what I'm going to do is get some sauce. And make it all pretty. Yeah? Yes, I am done. Alright, I'm going to take a little bitey. Get a little strawberry on there. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is so good. Seriously, you have to try this. It is so yummy. And I will be having this for breakfast. And that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time on the Raw Food Muscle.
Y como ven, esto es